Talking about ground-based air defense systems, which one currently dominates the battlefield in Ukraine? Is it from the West, Ukraine, or Russia? Since the first military aircraft took to the skies, airstrikes have been one of the primary strategies in the effort to dominate the battlefield. In this modern era, with the rise of increasingly sophisticated drones and missiles, the threat from the air has become more and more tangible. Therefore, effective ground-based air defense systems have become crucial. Their main goal is to neutralize or at least reduce the threat from aircraft, missiles, and UAVs, which are frequently used to target strategic objectives. These defense systems not only involve weapons and missiles, but also jamming devices that can interfere with the instrumentation of attacking aircraft, causing confusion for pilots on their missions. This is why the presence of robust defense systems is so vital. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive deeper. Amid rising tensions in Ukraine, there is an increasing focus on strengthening air defense, which has become a major point of attention. Earlier this year, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky reaffirmed his belief that Ukraine will continue to strengthen its military position. In a meeting with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, Zelensky emphasized the importance of enhancing Ukraine's air defense system and expanding cooperation with NATO member countries in acquiring weaponry, especially models from Denmark. This move, while openly stated, suggests that the threat from Russian UAVs and missiles has significantly disrupted Ukraine's defense positions. It also reflects concerns that the current air defense system in Ukraine may not be optimal enough to handle the increasingly intense air assaults. On the other hand, Russia, with its proven military experience and technology, seems to have met its objectives in developing and deploying its air defense systems, as evidenced recently in Krasnoarmysk. However, the challenges faced by Ukraine are different because, in addition to the direct threats from Russian aircraft and missiles, they must also contend with various advanced military tactics and technologies used by Russia. In such a battlefield, an ideal ground-based air defense system must be capable of dealing with multiple air threats simultaneously. So, what kind of ground-based air defense system is sufficient to face the current situation in Ukraine? Is it true that there is no air defense system that possesses all the attributes to be considered the best? Let's look at the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, particularly regarding Russia. Earlier this year, Russia set a record that highlights the vital role of their air defense systems. One of their main systems is the Buk-M3, used by the Central Group of Forces, which recently demonstrated its effectiveness in a significant incident. At one point, the Buk-M3 air defense system successfully shot down a HIMARS MLRS projectile heading towards Krasnoarmysk, a remarkable achievement. This success was not a mere coincidence. The system has highly accurate identification capabilities, allowing Russian forces to intercept airborne targets threatening their positions. After destroying the American-made HIMARS rocket, the Russian forces quickly concealed their combat vehicles in shelters, showcasing their skill in operating this defense system. However, this success with the Buk-M3 was not the first. Earlier, the Buk-M3 SAM system from the air defense formations of the Central Group of Forces also downed important targets around Avdiivka. While on combat alert, the system detected and tracked several highly dangerous airborne targets. Among these were 3 Storm Shadow cruise missiles and 4 ATACMS missiles aimed at Russian positions. These missiles are particularly special for Ukraine, as they require special authorization and considerable time to use. However, for the Buk-M3 system, these missiles were nothing more than targets to be destroyed. In a matter of seconds, the Buk-M3 SAM launched surface-to-air missiles that hit and destroyed these targets. The speed and accuracy of its fire proved that the technology and training of Russian forces were not in vain. All of these actions reflect how a combination of advanced technology and high-level training can produce extraordinary results on the battlefield. There is a question that's not easy to answer. What is the best approach? Should we use radar for guidance, or perhaps a more precise laser? Or maybe a long-range system that can identify threats from afar? Or even better, a close-range system that can directly handle incoming attacks? Each option seems to have its own advantages, but if we look deeper, none of them is perfect. There are many factors to consider, such as speed, accuracy, and the capacity to face evolving threats. Of course, it would be more ideal to have a system that combines the best attributes of all these types. However, when we look at the reality on the ground, amid the chaos of modern warfare, the situation is far more complex than just choosing the best system. In this increasingly complex world, even international defense industries, like Saab, acknowledge that no single ground-based air defense solution truly possesses all the attributes needed to be called the best. Each system has its own strengths and weaknesses. So, how can we face this challenge? The answer seems to be through layered air defense. This is the key to truly effective air defense, combining various systems and technologies in one integrated whole to counter threats from all directions. Then, could there one day emerge an air defense system with all the complete features capable of combining all these advantages in one package? Who will be the pioneer in creating such a system? What do you think? Leave your thoughts and thanks for watching.